Damn, those some good ass tamales, man. Hey, this is Rick, and I'm 1/4 of the Unqualified Gurus, and this is episode 71. And unfortunately, Oscar and Danny are in the restroom right now. Apparently, they got weak stomachs, and the ketchup was over the top for them, and I apologize on my behalf for them. But hey, we're gonna have a good ass episode because I'm here and I'm taking over. This ain't the first time I take over the podcast. No, guys, no, what? Where'd they go, guys? No, toilet paper, water.
What?
Welcome everybody. Rick, good job with that intro. I'm not gonna lie, like those tamales,
They were fucking bomb.
the first bite kind of had me.
Yeah.
And immediately after the amusement was gone and it was
I don't know what happened, but
Yeah.
I agree. The first
So
bite,
it was
I
a
was
one
like,
night stand.
Yeah, it was kind of like
we got catfish.
Would you
with tamales.
that's exactly what it
would
was.
you call it back?
No.
You just get up and leave.
Leave
Damn.
and never look back.
Damn.
Yeah, dude. Like that happened, and I never want to go back.
Well, I'm glad to say that I was y'all's first. So
Well, I mean, I paid for everything, so technically I was.
hey, well, Danny did a little tease. And
Oh,
Oscar
that's right,
did.
last episode.
Yeah, and Oscar didn't want it, but when I was out on sick day on like that sound. When Rick was out on sick day, y'all were talking about the AI generated cartoons. I personally thought they were hilarious.
Yeah.
I thought they were really creative.
You didn't think it was cultural appropriation?
I did watch the episodes, or the episode where y'all brought it up while I was sick in my bed. And I was like, oh, I wish I was with the guys. But yeah, we had seen it before, except it didn't have the same drip that these do. Like the other ones were, the other ones were like just like baggy clothes, like the old like.
That's what was in, bro.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Like there was nobody had good style back in the early 2000s.
Yeah, these guys have
Yeah.
like grills and there's like the code emojis where it's so cold because it's
Yeah.
a cold world and you got some of the samples.
Yeah. Let's
Okay,
just
I
jump straight into it.
misunderstood the homework, so we'll do mine last, I guess.
Oh,
Maybe.
God damn it, Danny.
Yeah, Danny. I
I
think
miss-
Danny was doing mine,
Danny,
so I
I'm-
think he
no,
slaughtered
Okay,
me.
I'll do mine first then.
Okay,
Danny slaughtered me for
Wait.
adding ketchup to the tamales.
Wait. We need the examples of the actual cartoons first.
Okay.
So, Rick,
So they know
Rick
what we're
has-
talking about. Yeah.
Rick has some and I have some too. So if they don't overlap,
Is it on AI cartoon or this one's?
It's down. Those.
I don't want to look if I'm not supposed to.
Yeah,
This
it's
one?
those.
Yeah, just the very first one's the one you don't click.
Yep.
Okay, so all right, so here we have Wolverine in what appears to be the back of a luxury vehicle.
Look at that drip, dude. He has the freaking logo and the chain.
Dude, and that's on the freaking jumpsuit and shit, dude. It says Shawty wants me to be her new man because I'm better than her ex-man.
Damn.
Fucking bars.
Is that the
dude.
Xbox logo right there?
X-Men. He's
Jesus
Wolverine.
Kind of looks like the Xbox logo though.
Well, I mean, the Xbox logo is
I'm
a
pretty
little
sure if you
higher
touch
up.
it, it goes dun.
Yeah. That's Netflix.
Salió peor que yo. Next.
Yeah, next. Oh shit.
Oh.
All right. It says, I love you, you love it says, I love you, you love me. Let's hop in this bag and get this money. Damn.
Wait.
Dollar bill.
Rick, sing it. Sing it like
Cash rule
the
everything around me cream.
Sing it like the Barney song.
I gotta do it.
Yes, you
I gotta
can.
do it.
Oh, all of a
Gotta
sudden
do
you
it.
have shame?
I can't do
I'll
it.
just
What?
say
Are you kidding me?
I think because if
You
I
just eat
if I
tamales
do
with
it,
ketchup and liked it.
if I do it, I'm gonna expect hugs and shit. So
We'll
got
give you
you.
hugs. We got you.
okay, y'all heard it here first.
Yeah.
I love you, you love me. Boom, 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 boom. Let's hop in this bag and get this money.
Yeah.
Remix. Put the little. I
Drop
think we
on a
had-
clues bomb.
Shut up.
I think we had them at some point. I don't know.
I think so too. It's been a while since we used those.
Next.
All right, let's see.
Oh shit.
All right, we got Hank Hill. And he's wearing an Astros hat. What the
Yeah,
hell?
he's repping for the city, boy.
Yeah, I think he's from Austin though, so maybe
He's a hood hopper.
Yeah. He's like never seen rock bottom. I've always been the king of the hill. Oh,
Damn.
shit. All right, let's keep it moving. Okay, this is Avatar: The Last Airbender. Go ahead, Rick. Read it for us.
I got all the elements, but she still let him bend over.
Yeah, yes.
Oh, he's sad because she cheated on him.
Yeah, dang.
Okay,
This is like
damn.
But look
the
at his drip,
opposite.
dude. Look at those shoes.
Yeah, he's wearing 4s, I think, right?
Dang.
Or 5s,
Next.
I don't remember. Oh shit,
Harry. Danny.
Oh yeah, Danny, read it.
Shotty wanted me in her chamber of secrets. She let me slither in.
Dang, Danny, that's inappropriate.
You
Slither-
kiss your mom with that mouth?
I'm a podcaster.
Dude, that one looks fucking ugly as hell.
Oh, he has a different mark, does he? Or is
No, well, it's not in the right spot. That's like right in his forehead.
because of the AI
Yeah.
generator.
Oh, I like this one.
That was pretty dope.
That one's really good. I like this. I like Danny Phantom. He's like, she ghosted me, so I hopped in a Phantom. That's Rolls Royce Phantom. Dude, that thing has stars in the
Danny
ceiling.
Phantom.
Yeah. And I have some in my folder.
Let's go. Let's take a look.
Okay, so
This one's?
no. AI characters?
No. Where? Oh. Why you prefix it with your name?
I don't know. Okay, here we go. All right, Rick, read it.
Had to bury the old me to be greater.
Let's go. Let's bury the B.
Dang.
That's like
All right.
NFL.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Mr. Worldwide.
yeah. We got Batman dripped out.
But it doesn't have a caption.
Yeah, I know. It just popped up, so I was like, might as well just say one too. The best thing I learned from the street was how to count on myself. Let's go. That's a Count Dracula. All right.
I like the picture.
He's like, I can't be your Batman because I be Robin.
That's not bad. That's
Yeah.
not bad.
Yep.
Daffy?
Dale.
Fuck up. I'm outside whether it's wabbit or duck season.
Let's go.
Oh, I did it.
You got it.
Up.
That
Oh,
one.
now that's up.
Mm-hmm. I be up.
Mm.
You know, let's see. We're almost done with these. That one's the one I liked. You know, streets turned me despicable, but my money still grew. That's a little Minions.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Not bad.
And then this one is
Curse.
Cowardly Dog in front of a fucking challenger. It takes a lot of courage to be that dog.
Dang.
Okay.
That's not
So
bad.
so Ricky had the bright idea of being like, let's create some of each other, you know, and let's see how this goes. So he actually made the very first one. So I'd say we start off with his. So he actually sent this into the group chat, and it says, "She said I was unqualified. Now I'm the only real C's in her life."
Because we had the segment.
Yeah.
Fake C's are for realsies.
Yeah. I like that you keep reusing this image that you photoshopped of me with the Batman.
Yeah.
Who said that was you?
Oh, I mean,
No.
it's overt, right?
No, we just
Oh,
said
Batman.
That's Batman, bro.
we've never seen
All
overt
three of 'em.
Oscar and Batman on
In
the same room.
man. Yeah, true.
Well, I wasn't say that. I misunderstood the homework because I saw this one and I thought it was just kind of like an Unqualified Gurus promotion, like a podcast promotion. Like you listen to the podcast.
How?
I didn't know, but I didn't really get the connection to the cartoons.
Oh my goodness.
So that's why I was like,
Is it because of the captions that you didn't get?
I mean,
I think he has one more.
it's
thing.
because
Well, I
I think when
wanna
y'all did
show-
the episode, y'all didn't go too much into the captions.
yeah. So I just
yeah.
saw that.
Y'all saw the pictures, but
It's-
not the
it's 'cause
captions.
I was beefing with the
Yeah,
AI guy
yeah.
on Twitter.
Yeah, so then here I was like, oh, this is like they didn't like us when we started when we didn't have the podcast. Now that we have the podcast, now they want us.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Oh,
But look at
where are we
this.
going with this?
You're good. What the fuck? Why'd you get them like that? She wouldn't hear me out at first. Now I'm watching, listen to every phrase. That's not bad. That's not bad.
That's good. That's good.
That's actually pretty good. I mean, he's not dripped out.
I need to go back to see what the fuck I was talking about.
He just paused it out of the
It's
random
'cause
frame.
I was editing when y'all started messaging about it, and I hit pause on the video to look at the message, and I go, and I see Oscar the photo, and I'm like, oh, I just need to find a photo of one of you two, and I look up, and you're like that, and it just
like the light little.
right time.
It's just like because you sent the message about like I don't want to post mine because I think it's kind of mean. And we're like, what are you gonna do to Rick?
Take it back.
Well, I actually understood the homework.
You
understood the assignment.
Yeah, I think I fucking nailed mine. Like you guys are gonna be impressed. All right.
Okay.
Well, let me start with mine because
Okay.
I want to build you up.
Okay.
Mine wasn't that good because this is my second one. I ran out of ideas.
Well, you made this one like before we started. So
yeah, we did.
Yeah.
I forgot about the assignment.
Yeah.
Hopefully that's not the assignment for Danny.
I did the
getting
wrong
drunk
assignment.
before the wedding.
Oh, yeah, let's go.
She said we were unqualified, but then we grew on there. Okay.
Like the unqualified gurus.
I like the little frozen emojis. Yeah. All right. Now let's go to the real artist shit. You know, this is what the AI,
art is subjective.
The Twitter AI guy wishes he was. Right. I made mine based off Danny because since yeah. Okay. It says she says she loves my dad jokes, but fuck them kids.
Yeah, bro.
Which photo is that?
That's your profile picture.
Oh, that's my. Oh yeah, that's when I was keeping.
Bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do y'all think?
No, I mean the editing is dope.
I'm gonna post it on our
So that's my new profile picture.
Yeah.
It should be.
Yeah.
I like the Michael Jordan
Jordan.
behind you. I remember when the podcast started, I asked Danny, I was like, do you know who that guy is? He didn't know who Michael Jordan was.
No, I said the other basketball player.
You said LeBron?
I think I said LeBron James or the other one.
What was the story behind the Michael Jordan and fuck them kids?
The meme? I have no clue where that came from.
So being the ex-sports guru,
Oh, okay.
so Michael Jordan had a basketball camp,
Yeah.
right? And it may have been Chris Paul or somebody had a basketball camp, but Michael Jordan was the guest, like a guest appearance or whatever. So they have a whole bunch of kids in a gym, and his buddy Chris Paul was like, if Michael Jordan misses one of the shots, he's gonna take 5 shots. If he misses one of them, then everybody in this camp gets free Jordans.
Oh, he makes all of them.
He made all of them, and on the last one, I think like he
yeah.
closed his eyes or don't. I don't remember the exact thing, but he was like, "Fuck them kids," and he made all his shots, so nobody got Jordan. Like this guy's a fucking.
I remember that.
This guy's a
asshole.
fucking billionaire and shit. And fucking Jordans for the 20 kids that were there, or let's say there were 50 kids, it wouldn't have hurt his wallet. And he made all the fucking shots. He's like, I'm going to teach him a life lesson. Like, none of this shit is fucking hurt. So that's where the fuck them kids. Yeah.
I remember that. I actually did know that story. That's fucking insane. Well,
So now
that's Danny
Dad,
now.
yeah, Danny.
Yeah. But do you see how good the generative fill is?
Yeah.
Like I put I was like the puffer jacket because that's what's in right now. And then I went over and I was like, I want chains on it. So I basically just like outlined the chain area.
Yeah, sad chains.
Yeah, and I put you designer glasses.
Yeah,
Dude.
that's pretty dope. I'm sorry, Rick. I misunderstood the homework.
Yeah.
If I was Miss Jackson, and for those that don't get the reference, watch the last episode, I wouldn't even ask you any questions. I would be like, hey, here's the ring that was passed down to me for generations. Like, just ask my daughter to marry you. Yeah. Like, the last name? Forget about it. What's your last name, Mr. Velasquez? Mr. Velasco? Hey, you know what?
Who the fuck have you been talking about? You keep calling me Velasquez. You know me like half of my life. All right, Mr. Milano.
That's my name. Say you don't spray him.
Well, I think that's the end of the segment. I think I did I like knock
that's
it.
pretty
You
good.
knocked it out,
out.
dude. You did really good.
We don't need
It
to
was
get-
some good
And
shit.
I did
Photoshop.
that in like freaking 5 minutes. Yeah. I thought of the idea when I was at work and I was like, luckily whenever I plotted out ahead of time, as soon as I got to work, I'm like,
Yeah,
got it.
I was trying to get pictures of all the gurus. Usually y'all see us three, but the main guy, the one that does the brunt work, is Esteban. Shout out Esteban, man.
Shout out.
Right.
So in the last episode, Or in this episode, when I said I am a quarter of the gurus, there's 3 of us here, but 1 behind the scenes. I did want to do a picture of all of us, but we didn't have a picture of all 4 of us. That would have been pretty dope.
Yeah.
All dripped out.
We definitely need more pictures together though.
All dripped out.
Remember we talked about doing like a whole photo shoot, but we never did.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of good that we didn't, since we changed gurus and shit. So
Yeah.
eventually,
we had to take photos.
Got changed gurus. What happened to the other one?
oh, wait.
Well,
you did.
you said to Tony it down.
I
So
didn't do anything.
Let's continue. There's more folders.
now, if Tony's watching, we love him.
Yeah, we love you, Tony.
Yeah, we love Tony.
Yep.
Swing by, buddy.
You
Yeah.
remember
Give us a call.
how we're gonna fundraise so we can get our faces on the sphere?
On the sphere.
On the Vegas sphere?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So if you go to the last folder, right there, yeah.
We make enough money.
Yeah, so click the very first one so you can see how much it costs.
I have to
So
do a car wash.
Here's a quick reminder. Yeah, you'll definitely make it. So for one day of your ad on the sphere is $450,000. You know, chump change. You know, we can get Jordan to pay for him since he saved money on the shoes.
Yeah.
You know, or you can do a whole week and it's 650.
Right.
So it's actually, you know, it's worth the money. You know,
It's cheaper to get it by the week.
Yeah. Yeah,
By
and
the
it seems
dozen.
fairly affordable, right?
I think it's given that there's only one sphere.
True. Yeah,
I think they want to make one in London.
Is there a Groupon for this shit?
I don't know. Maybe after hopefully, you know, maybe I think after the news coming out right now, who knows if that's even gonna happen. Yeah. So look, let's see it going next. It says Las Vegas Sphere reported a near $100 million loss in the first quarter. It is insanely expensive to maintain. That spot is crazy. It was so expensive to make. I think it's amazing. It's probably like it deserves to be like one of the wonders of the world now because of how humans created that. It was awesome.
It's pretty impressive.
You know,
technologically wise too.
Yeah, and it's just so visually awesome. You know,
It's very bright. Like to illuminate. I mean, we haven't seen it in person, but I can imagine.
We were talking about like we want to go to Vegas just to see the sphere.
It's the sphere.
What would be y'all's ideas if you were actually to rent it for a week?
Rent it for a week. I told Danny we can do like the simple one. I think that would get the most clicks. Do what the Super Bowl did with the QR code, like bounce back and forth. You know the thing, or
I wouldn't give you the loan of $650,000 for that.
well, I
We
mean,
can put our face, like my face,
Sold.
and 1 hour later,
Sold.
Rick's face.
Sold.
or okay, here's the next one. All right, it's like a Pac-Man arena. All right,
Okay.
like you know, like the lines. All right, and every now and then there's QR codes to obviously promote, and we have Hank the Tank eating stuff.
But then my question is, how easy it is for them to scan the QR code? I
Yeah,
know
do
it's
they got to
big.
get a lift and shit.
no, I
or-
think since everyone's pretty far away from it, it's easy.
Mm.
Yeah, because it's unless like you're.
But the thing is, like, it's a sphere, right? So, like, even the Pac-Man arena, it's not like that. It's kind of like wrapped around.
Do you have to follow it? You have to like go around the circle.
I mean, I've scanned stuff at an angle, so I mean, I'm pretty sure. It's
But do you
fine.
think most people actually
But
scan
he said it's
stuff?
not an angle, like it's moving, like it's gonna be like, and you have to like walk with it. Obviously, you would have put it like at a fast pace, but you would be like.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
We need a round QR code.
Oh.
I think we need to brainstorm and hit this topic again, or if y'all have any
Well, who
ideas,
knows?
what would y'all do?
You know, they're losing money. Like we could probably get an ad for way cheaper now.
Like 650. I got a
20
twit.
bucks.
I got a Benjamin Franklin right here. A nice crisp.
Yeah, and
Benji.
and maybe if you're nice, a little Andrew Jackson next to it.
Do they have audio with this? No. Like, maybe if you're close enough?
Nothing.
Not even like outside the building? That would be
Hey.
clever if you just had like little speakers outside
Yeah,
the
but the
building.
thing is, like, it's already a nuisance enough. Can you imagine if it made noises?
No, but just outside the building. Like, if
That's-
you're,
Oh,
like, if
oh,
you're
like
close to
immediate.
the building, yeah.
Who bought this or who made it?
I have no clue.
Like, is there somebody that's trying to make
I don't- there's a-
profit?
it's
Is
a
there a
co- it's-
taxpayer?
Well, it's a
or-
concert arena inside. Yeah, and I don't think it was made by the actual Vegas city.
It has to be like some Silicon
Yeah,
Valley.
Yeah, someone put in a lot of
Yeah,
money.
that's crazy.
How much did they say it cost to make? Like, was it like 13 billion?
I don't remember.
I remember it was a gigantic number. Yeah, you want to just ask Google. Yeah, because they're bleeding money right now.
That's a lot of fucking money, dog.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
2.3
$2.3
billion.
Hold on. So how much was it for per day?
per day. 400.
450.
400,000, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
How long is the Super Bowl to Yeah,
oh,
for
you're trying to
that.
see which one we will
Yeah,
make.
which one makes more sense? I mean, one you have it for a full day, and the other one you have it for what, like 30 seconds?
Google how much is a slot for the Super Bowl
Put
commercial.
22. No, 23.
Yeah. See, I like.
Hold on. Before you do it, what are your thoughts? What costs more? The Super Bowl, right? Because I mean, it's for less time, but it's only one day.
Well, it's just because this one repeats more often.
Well, here's
But
the
the
thing.
other one, you have it for a whole day.
Well, but then one thing you have to remember is
Who's
the
watching?
Sphere only people at Las Vegas watch it.
Who's watching it?
The Super Bowl football is international.
But I guess I guess the other thing is like
That is correct.
if you have
I'm just messing with you too, because they had an argument about this.
if you have a fucking dope ass fucking idea, more than likely this shit's gonna go worldwide, right?
Yeah.
Like people, yeah.
So, about you asking, which one do you think costs more?
Which one do you think makes more sense to get?
I think
and which one costs more?
I think the Super Bowl one costs more.
Costs more?
Yeah, I remember
Per day?
I think I remember hearing numbers.
But with the Super Bowl, you don't play it all day though.
Yeah, it's just
an
halftime.
But then they play it afterwards, right? Or no?
Well, I mean, the YouTube immediately goes up to
Yeah,
YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think I remember hearing like the numbers were really really high up.
Do you think it's double, triple,
probably like 4 times?
4
You
times?
can make your own sphere.
Wait a minute. Oh, yeah, 4 times.
4 times.
Well, that means you can.
I think it might be like in the millions.
Oh yeah, no.
A million?
I think it might be like
For
a
a
million.
fucking 30-second ad?
I think so. I think it's such a
Damn.
coveted spot. I you know, look,
Even
I
though
might
the commercials have been whacking the last couple
I might be
years.
overshooting it, but I remember hearing. I think it's like a million.
I believe it.
I think it makes sense.
I believe it. Here, I got ChatGPT.
Oh yeah. Oh, we're gonna talk to him.
Yeah. It's loading.
Okay. Yeah.
Yo, Chad.
Wow, it's taking longer today. Oh, hey, ChatGPT, quick question. How much does it cost to get a slot for the NFL Super Bowl commercials? It's thinking. Yeah. It's asking the overlords. It's a little slow today.
You think it's being used?
Maybe a lot of
The
podcasts.
cost of a slot for NFL Super Bowl commercials can vary greatly, but it's typically very expensive. As of my last update in April 2023, a 30-second commercial slot for the Super Bowl could cost around $5 to $6 million.
God,
These prices can change each year and depend on various
said two.
More
factors
than 4.
like
Yeah.
the demand.
Oh, you said 4
economic
at the end.
Yeah,
conditions,
but
and specific
I meant
terms
like the
that-
the price of one day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'm yes. Wait. Oh, wait.
You
How,
said 4 times as
how much is it one day? Oh yeah, 400.
4
Yeah, so I said 4 times. I was thinking 2 million.
Damn.
Yeah.
And he said 4?
5 to 6 for a 30-second.
6. Fuck.
Yeah.
The cost of living also going up, so I'm pretty sure that number is probably going to get... It might not get shattered, but you might add another 50
I think it all. I think it might boil down on
500
competition
grand.
too.
Yeah,
like if
yeah,
people
yeah.
are not really buying the slot, they'll probably. And if a lot of people are interested, they'll raise it.
Who are the main ones?
Coke.
Coke,
Coke,
Doritos,
Doritos.
Budweiser,
M&M's. I don't know.
M&M's.
I think Eminem says that kind of
Yeah.
Some chocolate they have that kind of money.
It's like it's the parent company that
Oh,
owns
I
everything.
know.
And then Nestle, I think.
Nestle.
Yeah, then they own like water and
They own like every food
yeah, they own
production.
everything. Yeah, so-
Disney.
Disney, yeah.
They I guarantee you that there's trailers for like new movies and shit or
Yeah.
new shows.
They do
I
that.
think
Disney
one.
ones.
I think one of them was the Stranger Things.
Okay.
Yeah,
There was.
Yeah.
You're right. There was a Stranger Things that.
because I mean that's when else to showcase the fucking trailer for a movie that you're gonna showcase another year from now or whatever.
But
All right, so fundraising begins again.
You think the price of these Vegas Sphere though changes based on the time of the year though? Like I'm sure there's
Like
some
if
time.
it's season or
Like
something.
I'm sure there's
Oh,
some times of
yeah.
the year where more people go to Las Vegas.
well, it's the first year, so I assume it's probably flat
Right,
now.
until they get, like,
until after the fact.
But it's not flat. It's kind of round. So what were you saying?
It's what,
With
the
fundraiser.
earth is flat, so
Oh
I mean,
yeah, you're right.
yeah.
but-
So it's time to
a lot of
fundraise,
fucking
right? Look,
money,
you
dog.
guys, huh?
It's a lot of money.
Yeah, but that's why.
But do you want fame or not, Rick?
Yeah, Rick,
Think about
I
it.
would probably
think
do some,
about it, bro.
I would do some dumb shit if I had it for a whole day. I would probably play Fortnite and be embarrassed that I keep placing like 98, 99.
But I don't think you can live stream
60.
directly to it
Why not? That shit is state of the art. I'm pretty sure you can put it has an HDMI cord to my laptop.
We keep placing like last place and shit.
Yeah. It's like this guy sucks.
Dude, if you ever get a dub, like the whole city will go crazy.
Yeah. I seen one where the guys, I think it was like a college or a university, and it's like a 15-year-old playing, and he's playing it on his.
And they're in the party.
Yeah, there's a party and shit, and he gets to win, and everybody's just fucking going crazy.
Yeah, I remember that one. That was a good one. Speaking of Stranger Things, the writer strike is over. So
I heard
everybody got the protection they wanted to, and it seems like they came to a really good agreement.
Did they lose? Did they? Do you know if by any chance they embraced anything that they didn't want to embrace as part of the negotiations?
No,
like if anybody lost or
no, I think it was like a very favorable outcome. I think they said if there is any AI thing taken into consideration, it doesn't cut into anybody's percent, and if they use it to write, it's worth their own original work. So it basically incentivizes them to like not use AI work.
Okay.
So it seemed very favorable. It was good. It's a step in the right direction because honestly, where this is headed, it's bullshit.
Okay.
And not only that, like
it sucks that it took so long.
Yeah, it was like 100 and something days.
It fucked up like a lot of
productions. There was like, I think that the movie Wicked had like 3 days left in like their filming schedule. So they were literally almost done, and they were forced to shoot it.
I thought I saw something that like Deadpool's like the only movie for Marvel, I think, for next year.
For next year, yeah.
Which crazy.
No, which is kind of good because they literally everything they put out was fucking ass.
The Marvels just came out.
Yeah,
I don't think it's done okay or that good.
Well,
I don't know.
I think I think everything should be taken into consideration. All the movies have been going downhill. I think like attendance is down in everyone. But the internet definitely hates Captain Marvel because she's like the feminist icon or whatever. So she always gets a lot of extra hate. Like if you look up Brie Larson online, like she's hated amongst incel communities.
I think the Captain Marvel movie, the original one, wasn't that terrible.
No, but everybody hates like girl boss shit.
Well, I don't know.
Especially like in the comic book communities. Dude, like honestly, like the hate she gets, it's like it's nowhere warranted. Like she didn't do anything to deserve it.
Well, I mean, she's just an actress.
Yeah, so this one's obviously like she's already fighting an uphill battle, and it's after like a string of like movies that have been So like people aren't excited. Like I think like people have been talking about for a long time that the superhero fatigue was on its way. And luckily,
but do you really think it's a superhero fatigue, or do you think it's just the way that the movies changed from, like we were talking about, like the Love and Thunder with the cheekiness and all those things? I feel like that played a part of it because you're like, well, this I don't know. For me, it did.
Well, I think it can also be both, right? It doesn't have to be one or the other.
Yeah,
like
I suppose.
How many shows do we have? How many movies do we have? Like, I think you can have both, and you can also have that it's not like. Yeah, premium content.
I think shows give you more of an opportunity to actually
set it up
and you feel for the characters, which a lot of movies you don't have enough time to develop that kind of like emotional attachment.
Could that also be because these characters were not as loved originally?
Yeah.
Like Spider-Man, everybody knew. Yeah. Even if you didn't watch the cartoon, you knew who Spider-Man was.
Yeah,
Captain Marvel, you're like...
Yeah, and the 2 new characters they just added.
What was the last movie besides the Marvels?
That wasn't the Ant-Man and Quantumania?
That one.
That one, and then the Black Panther with
Black Panther 2.
Yeah, which one was the last one?
Forever.
Which one was the last one? Would you say it?
The last good one was the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, that one too. Oh yeah, I think people really like that one.
Yeah, that one was good.
Yeah, the number 4.
But that one was because it was like a
it was like a goodbye
handoff. Yeah,
it was a goodbye.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and people love the background story of the raccoon.
It was because of that?
Because of what?
That it was a handoff, like a farewell?
No, I think...
those always tend to hit a little harder because you know that's it, right?
Well, that one has a good director that people actually like.
But also, I think that people like the whole, like animal abuse background story of Rocket.
The story, Rocket
so people felt like very like emotionally connected to a character people really like.
Yeah, that one was good. Yeah, but I mean, like, just in general, I feel like we all, like with the shows, like the one with Samuel L. Jackson. What the hell is this character called?
Invasion?
Yeah, that one was like it ended really bad. So it was.
What about-
And that story is like very interesting, ain't it? Like on the comics and shit.
Well, yeah, because there's like a giant.
There's so
arc.
much. Yeah, it's an army, right?
Yeah,
and you don't know like who's right and who's wrong.
Mm-hmm. You
I
find
don't
out.
think that should have been a fucking movie. I mean, a TV series. I think that should have been a phase of the Marvels.
I think it's way better. It's way better if it
As
was
a series.
Yeah, because you find out that people like in the movies were already Skrulls. Yeah, that's why it's a big deal because that was like the cool part about it. The only thing was just like the way that they summarized it was fucking ass. So it's like you had like a good like first like three-fourths of the way that was good. But the problem is with a show, if you don't end it off good, like you only remember the bad. Just like with Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like you if you don't have a good way to end it, it's just like why did I watch?
What about Loki? I've seen a lot of things about it.
A lot of good things.
Esteban told me to rewatch it. I started it again just today. I'm like 5 episodes in. Okay. Oh, 6 episodes in. And the first episode is so goddamn boring. It's just like, but after that, you'll enjoy it. Okay.
Do you need to know what's going on in the multiverse?
No, you don't. This is like it's a completely own little pocket.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's so far as far as I've already made into, there's still another season. I'm enjoying it.
People say
I heard a lot of good
people
things
say
about
good
the
things about the
season.
second season. Just
If you can
online.
stay awake during the first episode, you're good.
Okay. Well, one thing I wanted to just comment on the superhero fatigue. People seem to have enjoyed The Boys. And it's still the type of superhero. And then Invincible season 2
Okay, but those
came out,
two
right?
are like violent, gory messes. Like it's a different audience.
That's what I meant.
Like
That's
the
what
Marvel
yeah.
movie
But
has
it's not
only been targeting children. Though.
But it's superhero fatigue on the same universe, like knowing that it's all tied in, right?
no.
So it's not like we have like
But
10 series or 10 movies coming out of The Boys, right? You have a spin-off that did really good.
Yeah.
But that's it. Like it's only
I think
those
if the
two.
story I think if the story
and it's not the same universe.
I think if the story is captivating.
I think it is the same universe.
no, the boys
which
isn't in like Marvel.
Oh, yeah, the
No,
Boys.
I'm talking about The Voice and they did a spin-off, right?
yeah, the one with the students,
the kids, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that ties into
No, but he brought up the boys and Invincible. I was like, those are two
Oh,
separate stories. That don't have
And
anything to do with it.
I'm
Yeah.
speaking at it
Yeah.
as a separately. Like Invincible doesn't have another.
No, I guess
another
what I was
universe.
trying to say is like it doesn't seem to be people are like necessarily I think are fatigued with superheroes. I think they're just more fatigued with the theme that the latest movies have.
Marvel superhero fatigue.
Sure.
You add the Marvel
Yeah.
to it, and I think that's
But like
what,
X-Men, like not the X-Men, the Logan,
Yeah.
like it was completely different. That's a great movie.
Okay, so look, here's the separation. All right, like the thing is,
but you know,
This-
Logan
the-
wasn't tied into
It wasn't.
the Marvel.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I see
They
what you're
could do
saying.
something that it has changes the theme to recapture some of the. But obviously, that Logan was not for children.
Yeah,
So if you
That's
want to
like-
sell,
it's a
if you
whole
want to sell
different
toys,
thing,
you're not.
yeah.
You might not sell
I
toys
think that's
with
why
Logan.
people like the Deadpool one too, because it wasn't for kids.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a different audience that's being
Yeah.
targeted. And the
Yeah.
thing is, like, look, the people who take their kids to go watch the movies are sick of every summer. Like, there's a whole new movie that isn't that great.
Right.
I
Okay.
can't wait till the new Deadpool movie comes out, and I guarantee you, mark it, whatever episode today is. What is it, 71?
71.
Because last episode was 70,
Yes.
and the previous episode was 69.
I joined the giggle. now.
Mark it, episode 71. We're talking about it right now.
Yeah.
Deadpool comes out 2024. We're gonna be on this podcast, and we're gonna talk about how family and parents are so upset with Deadpool and the audience that they're trying to bring in, or that what they're saying, or now that
You think
They-
it won't be too
every time they come out with a movie, it's a superhero movie. Like, why can't my kid watch it and see dead people? Or why can't my son see? He's always loved Wolverine, and now he can't watch it because it's Deadpool. I guarantee you.
I mean, that happened last time. I don't know if it'll happen.
But is it a
this
lot
time.
though? Like,
I'll put it
I
on
mean,
the books.
I'm just
It's
saying.
gonna happen again.
I also think there might be some people, but is it really that many people?
It's
It's gonna be a
It's never
topic.
that many.
It's always a talking
It's just, I think
point.
there's always like one really crazy story that just blows
Yeah,
up.
like just
Yeah.
one.
It's gonna be a talking point. I think it's gonna be a talking point. And we're
Right,
gonna
mark
talk about
it.
it.
Mark your calendars.
Yeah,
Mark your
mark it.
calendar.
Mark your calendars, because like
And this one has more because it's Wolverine, and a lot of people like Wolverine. So they're like, oh,
Yeah,
Well-
but the last Wolverine movie was the Logan one, so
Yeah.
it's a little
Yeah, I
different 'cause
guess-
they were
yeah, I guess so.
prepped already on the fact that he's been established that he's never been for children.
Right.
And the thing too,
I'm excited for it.
X-Men is not as popular as it was in our generation. We had the cartoon. I don't think they don't have
Know what
anything.
it is, yeah.
They know the Avengers. They don't know the X-Men. Like Danny thought it was Xbox.
Uh-huh.
He's our generation. So yeah. But speaking of what you're talking about, like going to our Simpsons folder.
Oh.
Yeah. So online, there's been this discourse going around with people saying that being upset that Disney basically said that they're
This
no
one?
longer gonna allow Homer to choke Bart out.
What?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. And the quoting was that times have changed. And to that, at first, this conversation was actually like for last week, okay? And I was gonna come in and be like, "That's fucking stupid," because Disney owns them. Like the thing isn't times have changed. The thing is like they're bought by Disney, okay?
Okay.
Because it's been popular forever. It always happened. And the good thing about like the story being pushed back, we actually got a response from the actual studio.
Okay.
So like that's the thing about the actual complaint coming. It doesn't really matter because it was already like responded to, so we can go to their response.
Oh, this was more
Yeah.
detailed.
So the next one, yeah. So that's what they responded, and it says, "Why you little clickbaiting?" or
Yeah, a little clickbaiting.
yeah. I was like, that's spelled right. That doesn't even make any sense. I had to double check.
It's a little
What
weird.
does it say on the thing? Simpsons no more strangling. Yeah, because dude, like, there's nothing that pisses me off more than like whenever people were like, The Office couldn't be made in today's day, and I'm like, The Office is the most popular show in today's day. Like,
But didn't some episodes get
No,
off the shelves or whatever for
for
The
blackface?
shelves.
For blackface, it's different. Like, and that was because the actual corporation
what was
was
like?
on.
Weren't they also talking about doing the Tropic Thunder?
No, Tropic Thunder has never really been a real contention.
I saw it.
No, the only people who bring that up are people who want to talk about it in bad faith. You've never seen an actual person upset about it.
The other thing I was gonna ask. Okay, so Homer doesn't choke Bart anymore.
No,
Do
they are gonna keep choking. That was just clickbait.
Oh.
Yeah, like the actual studio responded saying that that's bullshit.
Because I was gonna say they also watched their cartoon version of Tom and Jerry, right?
Yeah,
There's like
Stitchy
gore. Yeah, they're like killing
Yeah,
each other.
gore.
Like
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Well, there's also the runner. What's it called? The wolf and the road runner.
The Roadrunner. Yeah, but
Coyote.
The coyote and the road runner.
Wiley the Coyote.
Yeah, that one.
Wiley Coyote.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's just it's bullshit. It's freaking annoying to hear that like people being like, oh, that the world's.
What was the other one? The Looney Tunes. The they weren't gonna do hunting season or whatever, or he wasn't gonna carry the guns anymore.
No, I think it was a
Sam?
cigar. Because
There was
there was a lot of places where a lot of characters, they were taking away the cigar because they're like, oh, we don't want to promote. Like that happened in League of Legends. One of the characters had a cigar, and they're like, oh, we're going to remove the cigar from the character. But I don't know if that. I think that's what.
A study just came out that they reaffirmed the whole smoking causing cancer. And I'm like, why? Our money's going towards this. We've known this. And I'm like, what the fuck?
We know it, but now
Yeah.
we confirm
Yeah,
it.
well, it's confirmed now that they can prove the mutation happened. But I'm all
Who,
like,
the X-Men's.
oh, shit. You do know who they are. Yeah. But
I think Danny's in school. He's even wearing the green. Like he was acting like he didn't know, but he knew.
A lot of the
X-Men
times I
were.
pretend not to know. That way, when I don't know, people don't know if I don't know or if I really don't know.
so did you
Like when I
really know
smile-
about the past tense?
Like when I smile and I say that I am not an active member of the Science Museum.
Yeah, I might have pre-known. I don't. I don't know.
Post known. I post knew.
Yeah, but
I knew after the fact. All right, y'all want to go to other folders
okay,
and see what
let's
else
see.
we got in
What do
here?
we got here?
Yeah, so
You have some science?
maybe
We were talking about studies.
Oh, I think this was like a depressing story.
Let's go. That's what I'm here for.
Yeah, so they're talking about how since there's a vacuum in space, there's a void. You
Like
can't hear
cleaning
anything.
or. Come on, Rick. There's a vacuum cleaning in space. Okay, go ahead. I won't
Fuck
talk
them
for.
kids.
I won't talk for 5 minutes now. I'm on timeout.
Well, while I set up the story, yeah. So there's a vacuum in space. So they're saying like if you were out there, you wouldn't be able to hear each other, all right? But turns out that there's actual like I think it would say like gamma rays being actually like thrown out that can be intercepted and be like transferred into actual like sound waves that we can actually hear.
Within
So the whole point of this article is saying that if somebody was screaming in space, we could actually pick it up and hear the final moments of their lives.
like ourselves with our own ears or with the device.
Well, the device will like basically,
Okay.
yeah. Like if you go to the next one, it explains it a little more right there. So if you read the top paragraph,
But that doesn't mean no sound can be derived. In fact, if we could only hear them, some of the bodies of the solar system would emit a deafening clamor. Others we wouldn't be able to hear. But
plasma waves. That's what it was.
but we could convert the plasma waves rippling around them. Plasma waves are formed as electrons become trapped in magnetic field lines around large objects such as planets and spiral down them. I didn't know that part. If we convert the frequencies of the plasma waves into sound, we can hear their eerie shrieks and cries. Each solar system body has its own sounds. The sun, for instance, should be positively roaring as its surface roils with constantly rising and sinking convection cells larger than the state of Texas.
The aliens aren't friendly.
Yeah. So
Wait, so they're saying like the planets are actually making noises?
well, yeah, like that stuff emits. I think
I mean, yeah.
I saw another
Makes sense.
study that said that the world is so stupidly noisy that it actually affects the way we live our lives. Like it like harms us. And the thing is, everything is just so loud that we just like living with it.
Yeah.
But it's proven that whenever kids are in school and they're away from like major cities, like if the kids sitting closest to like the windows and there's a city next door to them, they do worse than the ones away from it. And it's just because of how much it affects you without you actually noticing.
Subconsciously a distraction.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, so obviously the planets are going to be emitting sounds and stuff, but it's cool that you can actually hear what it's not like you're going to be able to pick up anything.
Right.
But the thing was just like the dark thought behind this was if somebody were to die in space, you actually literally hear like how Ricky was yelling earlier.
How was it?
Help me.
I thought you were gonna do potatoes, tomatoes.
that was his last word.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I like whenever he was like the aliens aren't friendly.
They tricked me.
All right.
You had a noodle here.
Yeah, so it says cup of noodles will be microwavable for the first time in 50 years thanks to a new cup design. And for all you people who have been microwaving y'all's maruchans for years, I don't know what to tell you. It was bad.
What have they been eating all this time?
Oh no, because I've never microwaved them because whenever I would, it would always like overflow like when it's boiling and stuff. Okay. So the way I was taught was you boil water and then you throw it in.
Throw it in.
Yeah. So there's a lot of people out there that were complaining that like what's like
I just want to throw it in the microwave.
Yeah, but on the back of the cup it always says no microwave.
I've always took it out, boiled the water, took a bite of the maruchan, and then drank the water. And then opened the little packet and snorted it. You mean to tell me I've been doing this wrong for the last 10 years?
You be doing it safely.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, apparently there's an instruction manual on how to eat the maruchanas.
I mean, there's always been, it's just the only difference is you guys haven't. We can end it on the second folder. Yeah, on the second image. Yeah. So, let's just address the no sabo kids.
Okay.
Present.
We the ketchup eaters.
Oh.
Yeah, the what did they name them all? Like what the William Levies, like the other second generation that are named after like weird famous actors, and they all sound like white names.
Alexander.
Yeah. No, what was it called? The name of the
Xavier's.
The Yaritzis of the world.
Don't talk about Yaritza here because he's about to start. He's about to throw punches.
All right, so here goes. It says more than half of non-speaking Spanish U.S. Latinos have been shamed. A recent study finds. You don't need to do a study. We know that. We know that for a fact. All right. So here's the questions. Like, Do you believe being able to speak Spanish is truly important for a Latino? Okay.
Well, I think that. Well, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
Well, I mean, if you want to give your opinion first, I can just.
No, I was just gonna say. I think that that's two separate questions. One is should they be ashamed. The other one is it important to speak Spanish? You know what I mean? Like you could say it's important to speak Spanish. Doesn't mean that if you think it's important, you should shame them because they don't.
Okay.
That's just my.
Okay,
That's what I want to differentiate.
So would you say
answer both
yes or no?
questions.
Well, I'm saying I think it's important.
And
Because-
you shouldn't shame
But you
somebody.
shouldn't shame them if they don't learn it. They didn't learn it. They had other shit to do in life. Sometimes you just
So-
don't learn it.
I think a lot of people don't take this into consideration. Okay, like whenever first generation parents came here, like depending on where you lived, if you were in and around Hispanic communities, a lot of people were like discriminated when they were heard speaking Spanish.
Right.
Okay. So with that being said, is like a lot of people lived in fear that that their kids were going to be looked at differently,
Right.
if they were speaking Spanish. So they didn't bother teaching them. Was it a mistake? Absolutely. Absolutely. Because now, like, first of all, like people who are bilingual get paid more. There's more opportunity.
Right.
And it's just like, it's an unfortunate reality that they lived in that, the fear caused their parents to basically not be able to communicate with them. Because I know people who can't even speak with like their grandparents, their parents, like
Right.
correctly.
Yeah.
I'm like, why are you talking choppy Spanish to your mom who doesn't speak English?
Right.
I'm like, look, the responsibility started with the parents. At this day and age, if your parents don't speak English and you can't talk to them correctly, then we can shame you. Right? Because you didn't take the initiative, you didn't bother learning it. We have a friend, Ben. Like he didn't really learn it because his parents I think he's third generation, or like they came really early. They know how to speak English really good.
Okay.
Okay. But he loves the music, so he learned Spanish because of the music. Okay. So if people can do that,
So if the love of your parents don't do it, the love
Yeah,
for music
yeah.
shot to do it.
That's one way to put it. So
Look, I
Rick-
get the part what you said. Like, sorry, I'll let you go in a second. I get the part what you said though, that like sometimes you're trying to fit in, and maybe that's more important than you saying, well, I'm gonna have to learn Spanish because maybe people might shame me in the future, right? But as you said, like even for like people that migrate over, a lot of the times like my mom doesn't speak English, right? Obviously, I speak Spanish, but it's hard for her to sometimes just trying to get something done somewhere because then she might say, I went to the doctor. No one spoke Spanish. And a lot of the times it is Hispanic people at the desk. And there's times where it is people that know Spanish, but they don't want to speak it because they don't like how they sound. They don't feel confident in their Spanish, so they don't want to speak it.
a lot of places don't allow them to speak Spanish either.
It could, yeah. I mean, I don't know about that one, but I'm sure there's a lot of the other one too as well. So what I'm saying is like, it's good because you're also helping your people, right? Like my mom in this case, who I have to go. It's funny because every time I go, there's someone that speaks Spanish. Every time she goes by herself,
Party foul, dude.
wow. And you
Chug that bitch. That's the rules. You know them.
Yep. And then you have to take this one.
Okay.
Did you drop a lot? Do you need anything?
No.
No, it
That's
was
because the
yeah. No, I don't see any on the
Wi-Fi.
ground really much.
Yeah, but you still need to chug it before you finish while he chugs.
But yeah, that's what I was gonna say before I got disrespectfully interrupted.
Yeah. So for all of y'all that see Danny's mom, speak to her in Spanish.
Please, please. It's just funny, man. Every time we go somewhere,
Yeah.
they don't speak to her in Spanish, and I go, and they start speaking Spanish, and she's like, "God dang!" Every time, and I'm like, "It's a sign. It's the world telling you that you need to learn English." But but at the same time, there's been times where like it happened one time where I called, and then the lady in the phone heard me speak Spanish to my mom, and she started talking Spanish, and my mom was like, "I swear, I just called, and it was that same girl, and she said she didn't speak Spanish." So a lot of the times, like there are people who don't do it because they don't feel confident.
Yeah.
So they're like, I don't like the way I sound or whatever, or maybe they've been shamed and they don't want to talk. They don't want to talk Spanish. That's what I'm saying. Like to shame them might be counterproductive because then instead of them wanting to learn, they might just say, fuck it, I'm not gonna learn. And they're in the U.S. Everything is in English.
Yeah.
You're fine. You're not gonna not survive if you don't speak English.
I have another one that grinds my gears, but we'll let Rick answer first.
how much time do we got?
Well, you have 2 minutes. Go.
I think us as Latino, we do need to speak Spanish. I told y'all I'm proud of my heritage. It took me a while. This was a process, It didn't start from one day to another. I was embarrassed to talk Spanish at first because of the words. My Spanglish was all over the place. But then
Your dad also speaks a lot of English.
he
right?
speaks a lot of English, yeah. And my family from my dad's side, they were all born here, or most of them, a lot of them, a good portion of them. I don't know the exact amount, but they were born here in the United States, so they speak good English. All my cousins speak good English, and it wasn't from one day to another. But I met my wife, and her part of Mexico is very different from where we're from. It's a different state, it's a different region. So
Different
I
tamales.
I got embarrassed. I got embarrassed. I was like, I'm not gonna go over there and they're gonna say, hey, who's this white boy? You know, like I started realizing that, hey, you know what? I gotta go back to my roots. It was a rude awakening for me, but it was more of a, no one shamed me to do it. Like, it wasn't like my wife telling me like, hey, you gotta learn it. Like, it was me saying, you know what, I'm gonna practice it more.
Yeah.
I also did it because of my profession and what I was working in. But it was something that took a while, because there's some words that I might use that you guys might use, or vice versa. There's words that I might say and you're like, oh, what the hell? Like, I've been married to my wife.
I hate when you say vidonga.
Vironga. Yeah.
I like that one.
What do y'all call it?
No, I like vironga. We've
That
called
is
it.
chévere.
Nah, not chévere. Not really. At least from
What? You
from
know
Belen.
vidonga?
Vironga. We called vironga in Belen.
I've never heard you say that once.
I don't use it because you and I speak English most of the time because we're embarrassed.
I've always hated that word.
I like it. Unas virongas.
But
Obviously, when I was in Mexico, I was a teen,
gross
so
as hell.
it was just fake drinking. Like, unas virongas. We couldn't drink because we were 12, 11.
like, y'all ever seen and can you look it up, the quote that Selena Quintanilla, her dad said, that you got to be more American than Americans, but more Mexican than Mexicans, because regardless, if you're Mexican and you're not American, Americans gonna say, hey, you're not enough. Well, can you,
from that movie.
what does the thing say?
This is right there.
More American than Americans, but at the same time, it's exhausting. Oh, it's because this is a video clip.
There it goes.
We have to be twice as American as the Americans and twice as Mexican as the Mexicans.
Yeah, and I think that goes with the shaming, right? You got to be more American, so you got to show Americans like, hey, I'm a part of y'all. But at the same time, if you do it to a certain extent, then Mexicans be like, oh, look at that guy, he's a no sabo kid. You see what I'm saying?
Or he forgot his roots.
Or
That's
he
the other
forgot
one.
his roots. So
Right.
you have to be more American than American, but more Mexican than Mexican. You know, like, you got to be. It's a very tough line, you know. And if we're also talking about it here from the aspect of Houston. I have family in Chicago. Chicago's different, but my wife has family in North Carolina, and they came over here for our wedding. I got married last year in November, and one of my wife's cousin was like, yo, I went to a Walmart, I went to a Fiesta. She's like, I had never seen so many Hispanics, and I was legit happy to see so many. And I was like, fuck, those aren't all Mexican. Those are people from Honduras, from El Salvador,
Guatemala.
from Guatemala,
like
all,
Fox says, the other Mexican country.
Yeah, the Mexican countries, yeah.
so
They hate it.
Yeah,
And-
absolutely.
But we
hate it.
love it, kind of. a little bit.
and I think they hate it too, that we kind of lump them in and say, oh, you're Mexican.
Yeah.
But they're not Mexican. They're their own fucking little country. It goes with being the Spanish. I mean, some of them have the dialecto, some of them no fucking Spanish, but that's here in Houston. Like, you go to another fucking state, hey, they would probably fucking feel happy if you told them that they're Latino, you know, that they can talk Spanish, that they don't have to struggle and fucking say their English. So it's very hard as Latino. I think learning the language is the least that we can do. And I'm not saying know all your culture or where your ancestors are from or what kind of tamales you eat, whether it's green, red, or what the salsa, or if you eat it in a torta. Like,
But no que.
Yeah, I was about to say the exact same thing.
all of that is minimal, right? I think we do owe ourselves and our family, whether our parents taught us it or didn't. Like, I think learning or actually talking Spanish, I think we owe it to ourselves and to our culture.
Yeah, but like I mentioned, a lot of it was because of fear.
Mhm.
You know, so I 100%
Goes back to what I was
understand
telling you about here in Houston. Here in Houston, dude, there's a lot of fucking
those.
Hispanic.
Yeah,
with
coming from a
Judy's,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Judy's
We're coming
cousin
from a point of
saying
privilege.
that going to a fucking Walmart and no one talks it like they don't talk it maybe because they don't know it
Yeah,
or maybe because they don't fucking feel comfortable talking it, you know?
yeah, and they're far removed from us. They're way further from the border. But yeah, but like I said, I was like, look, I don't think it's a prerequisite to call yourself that. I think intentions matter. I think I say that about pretty much everything.
Mhm.
But I have friends who speak Spanish, and like whenever I'm like, "Where you from?" Like I'm from here. And I'm like, you know what the fuck I meant? You know-
Judy gets really upset, even though I'm like for the culture and I'm like pro Hispanic and everything. The way I interpret that is like, okay, are you asking if I'm first generation? If I just got here, like what are you asking? The way I answer it, I usually say, yeah, I'm here, but my parents are from Nuevo León.
See but that's not what I'm asking. And pretty much like anytime you get asked that from another Latino person,
But are you
what it
you
is.
wrong though? Like I'm telling you where I'm from.
No. Because look, there's a difference between like you not understanding the question,
And I'm also not
and
giving
you-
the wrong information. I'm
No,
saying
no,
I'm
no.
here,
Okay, but
my parents are from this part of
yeah,
Mexico.
but you're not dumb. That's the thing. You whenever you say that, it comes from a point where did I ask you something disrespectful?
No,
Do you not take pride of like where your roots are from? Nobody asks you when you're from when we're from the exact same city. All right, that will never ever be the case. If
Okay.
we're both in the same part of the town, in the same part of the area, if I ask you where you from, right? Just like like
what if
were
you get to
this
like
was-
a third generation? They don't know where the fuck they're because their grandparents were not from fucking Mexico,
the thing
or
is-
they've been
see,
here, or they've been third or fourth. Like that's why I say, but right away I do the follow up and I say,
No, but
but my parents are from here.
the thing is, they knew what I meant. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Because immediately after, they're like, "Oh, but my family or whatever is from blah blah." Okay.
So what's the difference if you say it at first or you say it
because
as a follow up?
It's just because the thing.
I'm Mexican, but I'm from here, from Houston.
because you're acting like you don't know what I mean, and you absolutely know what I mean when I ask that. That's the thing. That's the point of
I guess
the disrespect that
I
comes
guess it
from
goes
that.
into how you interpret the question, right? Because
No, because like
well,
she
hold on,
knew
hold on,
what
hold
I
on,
meant.
hold on. Time out.
And you know what they mean.
If I ask you, what's the difference? Or ask me, are you from Mexico? Ask me twice.
Okay, are you
Ask me, where are you from?
Where you from?
What's the difference between? Say it again.
Where you from?
I'm from here, from Houston, but both of my parents are from Nuevo León. Now ask it again.
What? Where you from?
I'm Mexican, but I'm from here, from Houston.
That's not how it goes.
What's the difference?
That's not that because look, the thing was, all right, like a good example. The other day, I went to a flower shop. Okay, the guy said I was Latino, so he tries his luck. He speaks to me in Spanish, and he's like, "¿De dónde eres?" And then I'm all like, "Mis papás son de Jalisco." That's all I have to reply. I know what he means. I'm not gonna be like, "Oh, yo soy de Houston." It's literally like you understand the question.
Mhm.
Right? Whenever that's what I'm trying to explain this to you. All right? Nobody's gonna ask you if you're from Houston when you're in Houston. That's like they want to know.
And I see it, and you're on the same page as my wife, and I completely,
Yeah,
I understand it. I can go either or. Like, it's not gonna fucking, it shouldn't bother anybody that I answer it the other way.
It does whenever that's not what I asked you.
Where you from?
Yeah,
I am from here.
You know what it means, though.
Well, then ask me where my parents are from.
That's no, but the thing
Then
is,
ask me where my parents are from.
Because look, right now, like,
My parents, they can be either or, right?
You're
My
arguing the point, but you know
mi
exactly
papá
what I
es
meant.
de Honduras, pero mi mamá es de Nuevo León.
Mhm.
That's not asking me where I'm from.
You know what the question is, though.
No, well then ask the right question.
No. But the thing is, like, you've been in this world long enough to know what the hell people mean when they ask that. All right? Like, same thing, like, if you go into the hood and they're like, where you from? Like, the thing is, they're not going to be all like, oh, yeah, I'm from fucking Kansas. No, what block are you from? All right? You
Makes
know
sense.
the
No, that
question.
makes sense.
You know the question. You know what they're asking you, and you actively choose to be all like, oh, I'm from here.
No, that makes sense.
Like, I don't give a fuck that you're from Houston. I live in Houston. I'm like, technically, I'm from Houston too. Right? So that's what I'm saying. I'm like,
I'm okay with that.
Well, I think similar to the people that don't speak Spanish, sometimes people get awkward with that question because they might say, well, they might know where they're from, but they've never been back. Like I have friends who they migrated here when they were like 4.
Yeah.
They don't have papers. They've never been back, right? So it's like, where are you from? And it's like, well,
so
I'm from there, but if you try to give me small talk about the place, I know nothing about it.
But you see, you don't ask the question if I tell you
I'm just saying,
I'm from Houston, but my parents are from over there. And the next question would be like, well, do you go visit over there? And I'll tell you, no, I don't.
I'm just saying
it's like here.
I'm just saying it can be an awkward question because I think I have friends who might not even know what to say. Like
I said, once you get like 3rd or 4th generation, it gets a lot harder. Like
well, I don't want to be hanging out with them ketchup eaters anyway. So it's.
I mean,
you brought up Ben. Ben's like what 3rd generation, right?
No.
Well, let's say it's a 3rd generation. Let's say his grandparents were Chicanos and they're from here, from the States.
Yeah.
They're his grandparents. That means his great grandparents were from somewhere in Mexico.
This is a bad example because I'm pretty sure he would answer correctly.
Okay.
Because he's actually proud of where he's from.
That's what I'm saying. Like once you start getting to 3rd or 4th,
but
once that Spanish gets lost, then what the fuck am I going to tell you? Well, you know what? I'm Mexican, but I don't know where the fuck I'm from. You know what? We migrated, but
what happens to people that have been from Texas, like 4, 5, 6 generations? Like they were always been from Texas.
If you go back far enough, it's Mexico.
Right, but that's what I'm saying, right? But they might say, well,
anybody here in Texas, right?
Yeah.
Because I mean, the state was from Mexico, right?
Yeah, right. But that's what I'm saying. Like they might say, well, I'm from Texas, but
look, and this question usually comes up with mostly with people who speak Spanish.
What's the fucking difference if I ask a fucking white guy, where you from? Well, I'm American, but I'm from Louisiana. Like, why the fuck would you say you're American? Like, you're from Louisiana, nigga. What the fuck?
That's the exact same thing that we're asking.
No, why would you? I would say,
you will also be like, that's stupid that you said America, right?
No, but okay, yeah, I guess it makes sense.
Yeah,
I guess it makes sense. I just don't think that. I think there's not a right or wrong answer to that one.
The thing is, like, if somebody I don't know answers that way, I'm not gonna care. Okay.
So why would you get so offended if they say I'm from Houston?
I'm explaining to you like the people who know what I'm asking and refuse to answer it the correct way. Right?
But why is there a correct way?
Because if you say I'm American,
so why can't you answer the question?
Have Mexican roots.
Well, why don't you ask the right question? Where are your parents from?
Because she knew what I was asking, and I know that because of the follow-up question. Right? Basically, I asked the question, and she's like, "I'm American." And I'm like, well, where are your great grandparents from? And they're like, oh, this part of Mexico. And I'm like, you knew the answer, all right? You chose to be like.
You also knew what question you were asking. You chose not to ask the right question.
It's not
just because I didn't read your fucking mind. You asked me where I'm from. I'm from here. I was born and raised here in Houston. Where my parents from? My parents are from Mexico.
The thing is, like,
ask the right question.
You're acting like you don't know what that question means, though. That's the part that it's infuriating. You're acting like she knew exactly what I meant.
People in California speak Spanish too, right? So if they ask you, I'm from Cali. I'm from Califas.
Nobody that you mean that's speaking Spanish, if you ask them that question, they're gonna answer that. Nobody's gonna answer that. Nobody, not a single person. That is the right question.
What do you think?
You know why
it is the right question? Because immediately she answered what I asked.
What's wrong with asking that follow-up question? Like, did you lose 5 seconds of your life that you're never getting back? Well, fucking ask the right question.
Why don't you just answer the question you know I'm asking?
I think it also depends if you ask the question in Spanish or you asked it in English.
I'm asking the Spanish speaker.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, it's not like I went.
And that makes a difference between those two.
It really
a little bit because
it really does.
Because when you're talking in Spanish, it's assumed that the person grew up in like a more like if I ask Oscar in English, I don't know if Oscar is one of the people that don't know English, that is Hispanic but don't know English. Mm-hmm. Where if I ask him in Spanish and I know he speaks Spanish, then at least I know that he is connected enough that he speaks the language.
Yeah.
So he's connected enough, at least to his parents, who are connected enough to the land. It makes the assumption that he is from Mexico. Like he wants to say, "Oh, I'm from Jalisco, I'm from Monterrey," whatever. It makes it more likely that he'll answer the question. Where if I say it in English, it's like, "Well, I said it in English. I don't I don't know if this guy speaks Spanish and if it's someone who is 3 generations far removed. Because I also know people that are like some generations far removed. They're like, no, I'm American. And they don't speak Spanish at all. But obviously they're from Mexican descent.
That makes sense. Like,
And
if
they'll
you're in
say-
an interview and they tell you, like, where are you from? Jalisco. Ay, 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 ay. Now I'm throwing jabs because y'all keep saying Jalisco. I threw my own
Yeah,
jab.
Monterrey.
Ay, 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 ay,
Monterrey.
ay. Yeah, I soy mariachi. Ni, 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 ni.
You saw me eat tamales with ketchup. I'm from Monterrey.
Nuevo León, baby. Nuevo León.
Look, all I'm saying is, look, I'm not gonna go around asking that question to people I know I can't ask that question to, right? And I was correct in my assumption when I asked that question because immediately after she answered the correct way, right? That's where my argument lies.
I don't see why it would be a correct and a wrong way.
Then how did she know the answer?
Well, then don't ask the right question. Where are your parents from?
I just asked you the follow-up. I said, how did she know the answer, my actual question after the fact? Why do you have to immediately be like, I'm American? Bitch, so am I. It's just like, why?
How do I know that?
Why?
You just said, I'm American, so am I. How do I know that you're American too? I'm telling you where I'm from. You asked me where I'm from here.
I think it's
there's not a right or wrong. I don't think
I'm-
there's a right or wrong.
It is whenever you know what question you're asking.
The being right or wrong is the same thing of fucking shaming somebody for not speaking Spanish.
No, because there's nuance.
What's
to that
the
conversation.
difference?
That because she answered the question immediately after. Like,
But you're
I
shaming me because I'm saying I'm American before you asked me the right question. You asked me where my
I'm
parents are from.
shaming you because you're acting dumb. You're acting.
How
like,
am I acting dumb? Ask the right question.
You know what that question means now, right? You're gonna
Ask-
tell me
ask me where I'm from.
if a paisa literally who doesn't speak English talks to you and hears you speak Spanish and be like, ¿De dónde eres? Are you gonna be all like, I'm from fucking America?
I don't say America. I say I'm from Houston, Texas.
And you're in Houston, Texas?
But I follow up and I say, soy de aquí. I don't say Houston, Texas. Soy de aquí. Like from Houston, from here. Soy de aquí. Pero I don't even give them the option. That's the difference. I don't even give the option for you to do a follow-up question. There's no follow-up question to me. For me,
Because you understood the question.
okay. And I'm correcting
you. See
you.
how beautiful that is that you understood.
But I'm
the
correcting.
question.
I'm correcting that you didn't ask the right question.
How did the
You
guy-
didn't ask me.
in that example? You literally
Am I doing anything wrong? Am I doing anything wrong?
You specify that you still answer correctly.
I'm
You
from here,
just
from
do it
Houston,
with
and
extra
I'm gonna do it.
steps.
That's fine.
You answered the question
That's
correctly
fine.
with extra
You're
steps.
still asking the wrong question.
But how'd you know the
You're
answer it
still asking
correctly?
the wrong question.
How did you know the answer it correctly?
Still
Because
asking
it's
the wrong
still-
question.
But how did you know the answer it correctly, Rick?
Still the wrong question.
So you just like
I'll correct you. I read minds.
oh yeah
The Rock has spoken. Where's the?
oh, where's your
Oh,
list
yeah.
down?
yeah. Danny, if he follows up in a 2-parter answer without a follow up, he knew the question, right?
Yeah. Because
It's
I
'cause-
followed
All right
up.
then.
But
It's-
but my
it's
it's because
simple.
But you also agree that he's not asking the right
It's 'cause
question, right?
my thing is like I grew up in Mexico,
Mhm.
so someone might ask me like I think there is a difference when someone says, "Oh, you grew up there, so you live there," versus "Oh, well, you are from there, but you didn't grow up there." And I think sometimes if you say, "Well, I'm from here, but originally, we're from wherever," that sets the tone as okay. Well, if you start to ask me details about such a place, I may not know that. I might because maybe I visit often, but I might not because maybe I don't visit often. And I think that there is sort of like, as far as having a conversation with someone goes, it does change the tone a little bit if you know, oh, you grew up there versus, oh, no, you're just from there. Obviously, you're still Mexican, right?
Mm-hmm.
Regardless. But as far as like knowledge goes, it's like if you're trying to talk about, oh, did y'all do this? Do you
That's
remember
what I'm
doing
saying.
that?
There's
Like
not a right or wrong. Like the way you answer it, like it shouldn't affect anybody. It's the same thing as shaming somebody. You're not gonna shame them for not talking Spanish. Yeah, you would want them to talk Spanish. It might be right to talk Spanish, but you're not gonna shame them. Same thing with the way I answer. You're not gonna fucking give me shit because I say I'm from here and not fucking answer it the way you want to hear it.
Right, but all right, look, before you continue like twisting the narrative that way, I never said I would shame you for the way you respond. I said the way she responded to me, knowing exactly what I asked. Because I'm saying she knew exactly, because just like how you answered, that she followed up immediately with it. Right? That's my point. All right? My point isn't like.
Is there
if
anything
someone-
wrong with it?
Yeah.
Why?
Because the way it was said, it's
It was still
phrased like
answered.
it's a negative.
It was still answered.
No, the thing is,
You
it
can
was
take
said
it.
like
You
it
can
was
take
a
it.
negative.
You can take. I'm speaking
And
facts.
that-
You can
and-
take it whatever fucking way you want
and
to.
that's how
I think-
communication
Right?
works.
Yeah,
Like
I
if
take
so-
it whichever way
if
you
somebody
want to,
takes
right?
it as an offense that I asked if you're Mexican, and then you're like, I'm American, and you're like, but my ancestors are from blah blah. Okay, the thing is, the first offense is being offended that I thought you were Mexican. Right? At that point, I don't give a shit if you're like 4 times removed. You look browner than me, and you technically are Mexican. So why are you taking an offense to it?
I'm not taking offense.
I'm not talking about you.
he's
My
talking
example
about-
was
Okay,
never about you. You
okay.
made it about
Okay,
you.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Well, I'm
So
telling
with
you
my
what I
personal
answer.
experience, like my personal experience was what I was talking about. Right. My thing was she knew exactly what I meant, but felt the need to shame me for thinking that she was Mexican.
Okay, I see
Right.
it. I see
So
it.
that's how you take it every time someone's like, I'm American. Because it's like, you're clearly fucking Mexican.
Well, see, like whenever, and I understand your shit.
Yeah, so imagine
When
an
I
immigrant.
do it,
Imagine an immigrant being like, ¿de dónde eres? Oh, yo soy de aquí. Like,
Oh.
Well, I mean, it also depends on how you. But it also depends on how you say it.
There's how
too.
you say it, and then the follow up. Because look, you asked me, ¿de dónde eres? Yo soy de aquí.
But why do you need a follow up if you are from here?
Hold on. Yo digo, yo soy de aquí, pero mis papás son de Nuevo León. Ah, ¿y vas para allá seguido? Ah, sí voy. And I start the conversation like, no, I still go over there. Like,
Yeah,
I
we're
still
talking
follow
about
my
the way
shit.
you engage because you know that you're supposed to follow up. That's what I'm saying. Like the difference is you're defending the initial point when you know to correct yourself immediately after.
I think it goes back to what the fucking things say. What
What thing?
The
shaming
AB
part.
the AB Quintanilla.
Oh.
You got to be more fucking American than Americans and more fucking Mexican than Mexican. You still got to show both parts. You're saying, I'm American, yo soy de aquí. I'm a fucking American. But I'm also Mexican American. I'm also telling you that my parents are from there. I have the fucking roots for it.
I do think
that's towards the white people. The more American part's towards the white people, not towards the fucking paisas.
I'm also fucking proud that I'm from here. Why wouldn't I be proud that I'm from here? I'm going to tell you that I'm from here. What's the difference? I'm also telling you that I'm from here.
That's what I'm saying. That's pointless. It doesn't matter. We're both here.
I don't think there's, like I said, I don't think there's a right or
But
wrong how
you know
you answer
immediately
it.
to correct. That's the part that you can't get past. You know immediately.
You
to
also know
correct.
ask the right question.
I asked the right question. She responded in
we're
a
going
condescending
in
way.
circles.
It's
A little bit.
because, like, Danny, can you like at least freaking
No.
mediate or something? He
Look,
knows exactly what I'm saying.
It's because I look that every conversation, depending on who you're having the conversation with, and how he's responded, it's gonna be different. I'm sure. I don't know. I wasn't there, but I'm sure you perceived it. Also, the way she said it, her tone, whatever, and then maybe how she said it after you asked. I know. Well, where are your grandparents from? And then the way she responds to that. I also don't see anything wrong with just saying, I'm from here, and some people just they're some people are just from here. You're from here.
I think
And-
I might have a problem more if and I agree with you. I have more problem if somebody says, "Where are you from?" If you ask me, "¿De dónde eres?" "De aquí." And I just stay like this. And you're like, "No mames," but like where's your fucking family from? I take more offense into that because like you said, you know what the follow-up question. That's why I fucking tell you, okay, right away. I don't even let you answer the question. I tell you, okay, but my parents are from here, and let's engage. Let's talk about it. But I established that I'm from here.
To end this discussion, Rick.
Because the other question is the follow-up. ¿De dónde eres? Yeah, wherever. Well, when'd you get here? Or I don't want to have those conversations. Like, I don't want to say, well, I got here when I was really young, or my parents brought me. Like, I don't want to have that conversation.
Rick,
So I establish from the get-go, and I say, I'm from here. Because if you do ask, because that's also a follow-up. Is that fair? Follow-up question. ¿De dónde eres? Okay, de Jalisco. If both of you are from Jalisco, what were you going to say? ¿Y cuándo llegaste? ¿Son de aquí? Like, there's more questions that go into that, right? But if you establish it from the beginning and you say, hey, I'm from here, then you're not going to ask them, well, when'd you get here? Or how old were you when you got here? You see what I'm saying? Like, why do I tell you that whole story when Rick, I could just tell you I'm from here?
Look, just to end this discussion, all right? Why do you feel the need to have a follow-up to your answer if you don't know that that's the question?
I don't think
that is my biggest issue with this, because you keep acting like the question is wrong when you know to follow up with what they obviously asked.
Right.
You might not want to have the conversation, and that's perfectly fair. But for the sake of a fucking debate, the minute you said that you follow up without any need to ask the question, you know what that question is. So the question is not wrong. When you know who it's coming from and you know the Spanish speakers, that's what they're asking. And it's not even up for debate because you know to respond that way.
You seem very upset because I said, okay, I'm from here, and then do with the follow-up question.
No, I'm not upset because this argument is not even about you. My problem comes with the fact that you said that you know that you have to follow up.
I also said
because it's
also
correct.
said that I don't see a problem with going either way. Like
I
with
know,
saying it from
but
the beginning.
Yeah, I get that.
Or saying it after.
And I said that if there's no follow-up or anything, it doesn't really matter either. The question is, when the question is posed to you and you know that you have to do the follow-up, is because you understood the question. So at that point, why are you acting like you don't know what they asked you? That's what pisses me off.
Well,
you can also ask the right question too.
But you know what the right one is because you followed up. You understand how you're wrong there.
But I'm not giving the wrong information too.
Where am I from? I'm not. Did I say that was wrong?
I'm gonna lie and say.
Did I say that was wrong?
But we're going a little bit in circles. I just want to say, like, look, it's just that to me, the way I view it is, I don't know the other person, and I have some friends that have never been in Mexico and they speak perfect Spanish. Their family just never went back. Mm-hmm. Maybe they don't have family over there no more, and they're like, there's nothing to go back for.
That happens a lot.
So whenever I also know some friends that, and I've seen them when they're asked, where are you from? They'll say, bueno, pues yo soy soy de Estados Unidos, pero venimos de tal lado. And they say that because, and part of it is like any conversation that involves talking about the hometown, they are completely clueless about it. So in some situations, you can have like some, as we say, nopal looking guy who came from Mexico, and they don't want to like say, I'm from Mexico. Now they're like got papers, and now they're like, I'm from here, I'm American. And you might say, that rubs me the wrong way because, first of all, you were born in Mexico, you got your papers, now you think you're like from here, right? That's one. But then you also have people that were born here, they're U.S. citizens, but they grew up as Mexican because their parents kept the customs, and they don't know anything about Mexico other than what they learned from their parents, by mouth, by hear, by TV, by whatever. And then you also have some people that lost the culture because their parents didn't really continue it, and they don't speak English, and they might say, they might not even answer to you in Spanish that question. So to me, it's like, it really also depends on who's the person that I'm asking.
Situation.
And if I don't know the person, I can make the assumption based on the way they talk, what they're wearing, who they're around, where I can be like, this person is just being an asshole and they don't want to like partake in this conversation. Like, you're Mexican, bro. Like, come on. And some people, like, they're oblivious about it. Yeah. And that's why I'm not, that's why for me, picking one or...
we're arguing about.
No, but my answer was like, for me, it's hard to pick one or the other as a one.
I think each situation is very unique. Like the conversation, how it's led, like I said, I really don't think there's a right or wrong of saying how you answer
the way you talk about that, but the way you talk about that girl, that she the way you discussed her, she sounded like she wanted to withhold info. Like she didn't want to answer. Like, I'm from here.
No, we're actually friends.
Okay, I'm just saying that part. I'm just saying the part of that question.
Look, you your points are all correct,
right?
All right, and I'm not disputing any of that. You can literally not answer anybody's question the way you want. My argument comes to the fact that if you know the follow-up, all right, when nobody told you to follow up your answer, if you immediately follow up, you know what the question is. And that's what I'm trying to establish.
But why get butthurt because I said the first part?
I think
why get butthurt for the first part? I said it shouldn't matter if I answered it the other way, regardless.
You keep saying it's the wrong answer, but yet you know how to answer it. That's the insane part. That's the part that's driving me fucking crazy.
What's wrong with saying the first part?
I tell you what.
You know I'm right.
What? Well, I'm just saying that.
You know I'm right.
I'm just saying that I don't get offended.
That's not what we're arguing.
No, but you're saying that there's a way to answer the question, right? Because
no, that's not even what I said. I said the minute that the guy's like, hey, de donde eres? Like, where are you from?
Right.
He says, I'm from Houston, but my parents are blah blah.
Right.
The minute you know how to answer the second half means you understood the question.
But why get offended of that first part?
That's
like,
not.
Why are you dying over that first part?
That's irrefutable. That doesn't fucking matter. That part is like doesn't matter. Take that part out of the situation. All right.
Okay.
No emotions. All right.
Okay.
Emotions don't fucking matter here.
Okay.
The question is, how do you know to respond? But my parents are from blah blah. If you don't know what he was asking, That's the part that pisses me off because we keep going in circles that, oh, but you asked the wrong questions. No, that's not the wrong question because you know the answer.
But that's what I'm saying, like, depending on the situation, because...
Yeah, but we're talking about this situation, Danny. That's the part that's, like, literally driving me insane.
I know, but I'm saying, but you talk about the situation you had with your friend, and then he's talking about a random situation with some random person.
But
I'm saying...
literally said that he knew how to respond.
Even
Yeah, but
in that occasion, like, I don't see what's wrong with answering the first part. Like, you didn't
I
fucking
never
die
said that was a problem. I never said that was a problem.
I still answered your question though.
Are you fucking kidding me?
But I still answered your question in Spanish. I still told you where my parents are from.
Rick, was my problem that you said that you were from Houston, or that you said that it's the wrong question, yet you know how to answer it? If it's the wrong question, you wouldn't have to follow up. You see why I'm fucking going insane? You keep repeating the exact same thing, but yet the problem...
Look, all I'm saying is we're very thankful for the Unqualified Gurus podcast, and we know you are too. How do you answer questions?
We need a fucking debate moderator because this is fucking insane. Like honestly, we're talking fucking point by point. The moment he knows how to follow up, it's over. It's over because the question was correct. That's the part that pisses me off. Like, it's irrefutable.
But it's because I think part of it is that what we're trying to say, or at least what I'm trying to say, is that depending on who's asking that question, we're
talking about this specific example.
Yeah, but we don't know your friend.
We're talking about this specific... it's not the friend. It's Rick's answer.
Yeah, but that's him. That's his situation.
I'm wrong here.
That's his situation.
I'm wrong.
Danny, he said that that's the wrong question. No, yet but it was asked to him.
But
it's the wrong question, and I gave the wrong answer.
No, no, I know, but he's. I'm not repeating what he's saying. He said that if you want to know where from Mexico he is, that you should ask him where your parents from. That's what he said.
No. He said, I'm from Houston, but my parents are from blah blah.
Right.
All right. That answers my question. Right.
Yeah, that's your question.
So if the guy asked you where are you from, and you know to say my parents are from blah blah,
but then you're not asking me where I'm from. You're asking where my parents are from, right?
When Mexican people ask you where you're from, that means where your roots from. So that's literally like.
But that's my point. Like we would say Rick is Mexican, right? But what if we have another Mexican that's just like Rick, who was born here too? He might be like, "Are you from? Where are you from?" And like that's what I'm saying. Like depending on who asked the question, you might.
Danny.
For me, it's a universal answer. I just say I'm from Jalisco because I wasn't born here. I don't have the problem of saying is this person asking me where in the U.S.?
It's not a problem.
We're running out of time. Look,
it's really not a problem.
Danny, the difference is on your example. If your friend doesn't answer with a follow, he'll be like, "I'm from Houston," then it's fine. But the thing is, he doesn't know to say, "But my family is from over here." Mm-hmm. That is where the issue lies. The thing is, Rick is saying that is the wrong question, but yet he knows how to answer it. That's the part that I can't fucking pin you guys down on. You know what he said.
I know what he said, but I'm just saying,
how the fuck does that not answer it?
Yeah, but I'm saying that you're becoming too technical, and
I was literally only arguing the technicality behind
it. But that's not how the world works. That's what I'm saying. Like
we were talking about a specific example that he brought up.
Well, no.
Why do not? What are you kidding me?
No,
that's literally the most technical thing we can get to because we have a problem. He proposed,
but that's what I'm saying. Your friend, I don't know your friend. The way she responded,
it's the exact same thing that happened.
It's not the same.
How is it not?
Each person's different.
How is it not? Like I asked her, "Where are you from?" She said, "I'm American, but my family is from blah blah." That's the exact same thing he proposed.
I know, but I'm saying.
So how is it different?
I think it's different.
He's Rick.
You say I'm American, and
how is it different?
Soy de aquí.
Because there's
¿Dónde es aquí?
But look, but that's what I'm telling you. Rick goes back to Mexico all the time. I just said earlier, I have some friends never been to Mexico. They're gonna answer the question slightly different, and some of them might even be embarrassed to say, "Bueno, soy de aquí." But
you would give somebody shit on the way they answer it.
We're not generalizing.
Ya chingao.
You spill a lot of shit in my fucking room. You better fucking knock it off.
Yahweh.
What?
Look at this.
This is some fucking bullshit.
Yeah. We're in the Thanksgiving episode. People are over there being thankful at their house, watching us, getting angry at each other. Relájense. Relax.
I'm sorry. I'm really thankful.
What are you thankful for, Rick?
For the knowledge.
That you're from here?
and being blessed. To have the wisdom
he
to win.
Fuck Mexico whenever we're gone to
the knowledge and the wisdom to be like 2-0 or 3-0 in the arguments I've had in this podcast. I'm really fucking thankful for this.
I remember him saying that he was sorry at the end of the last debate with Vic.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there was a whole
there was
wild
like a
ass
whole, like,
debate.
arguing. Right after, he was very like, his tone changed like really, really bad, being like, "I'm sorry, please don't kick me out of the podcast. I know Esteban does all the work I was supposed to do, but please."
Dang.
Yeah. So.
Dang.
What are you thankful for, cousin? Now let's go.
I'm thankful for fucking Esteban being the absolute goat.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
motherfucker,
I think
like,
we
put
can
in
all
the fucking work
we can
for
all
us.
agree we're thankful for Esteban. Everyone in the comments put we're all thankful for Esteban.
Yeah.
Esteban put we're thankful for Esteban.
I'm also thankful for ketchup.
Shout out to God damn it.
It's such a universal.
Yo,
condiment.
on our compatibility test, we should have added, do you like ketchup
Do you
on
like
your
ketchup?
tamales? Because, God,
I should have asked The Rock before y'all got me.
The Rock?
Oh, the little stone, his little crystal.
Oh, I thought he meant this one.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this was supposed to be a short episode. The
Yeah.
future me is gonna regret this. Well, for you, it's the past me. So thank you for watching. Happy Thanksgiving. We know this was Thanksgiving for you was the day before from the day that this was posted.
You know, this is technically on Black Friday where
This
people
is on
would
Black
fight to
Friday.
the death for
Right.
TVs.
Maybe
I know we're
that's
talking about culture, and there's people like dying on the streets for like
that's
64-inch
I-
plasmas and shit.
Not anymore. Back in the day, for
Yeah.
sure. But I'd be like, dude, I mean, you all got to win this a fight.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
another win in my category. So
Yeah.
Eh.
Well. Yeah. No, look, I'm gonna have to. We have to.
3-0.
We have to close this because y'all gonna start.
Call
again.
me the
And
modern
it
day
took me a while to calm-
Mayweather.
It took me a very long time to calm them down. We've been it's 5 a.m. Okay, this is daylight saving time now. So.
Yeah.
So thank you very much for watching. Next episode we might.
Oh, wait, did
Be
you say
here.
what you were thankful for?
I am very thankful for having two argumentative partners as co-hosts, and that I used to argue with Oscar a lot, but now I get to see him argue with Brick, and I can look and be like. And I can look and be like, wow,
Rick's
I
right.
can't
Yeah,
believe
yeah.
I was in this mess.
Yeah, Esteban today told me he's like I like you and Rick arguing. He's like, it seems like y'all really hate each other, and I'm like, no, Rick and his group of friends just are very, very argumentative.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you always gotta be ready to go.
Yeah, they love each other. I mean, when
Yeah.
they're not on video, they're like
Yeah,
hugging.
I
and
think I said it
everything.
on the last podcast. Like I said, follow these guys, and these guys are the best people in the world. And outside of this podcast, they're pieces of shit. I mean, they're really good people. They're fucking genuine. I would give my life for
I know,
both of these motherfuckers.
I know,
And Esteban.
I know he gave us a
Likewise.
compliment, but God, you didn't have to like.
It's the end. We gotta be thankful.
Oh, you're right.
Just
It is
gotta-
our
just-
Thanksgiving
we can talk
episode.
shit again next episode. If you like, look, we made a whole survey a while ago. If people like arguments,
They do.
most people seem like they do, but there was also some people that said, yeah, but don't go in circles for too long on the same thing. Understandable. All right, people want to see
Seems
things
fair.
move. People want to see things move.
People want to see punches.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yo, they're like, y'all talked about
Yeah.
fighting for a long time.
Well, good shit, because we have
The Guru Clash.
The
Let's
Guru
go.
Clash.
We gotta make that happen.
We've
one
been
day.
promoting this shit for way
We
too
gotta make
fucking
that
long.
happen. Anyhow, follow us on Instagram.
Danny's bachelor
and-
party. Oh,
I'm gonna have to start exercising, bro. I'm out of shape.
Black
Anyway,
belt.
follow us on
Brown
everywhere. Join our Discord. Tell us what you want us to fight about. If you want us to fight about other stupid shit, let us know in the comments below and on Discord. Peace.
Out.
Out.
Two hours earlier.
I was saying like this one could be like fucking 40 minutes. That one, as long as we get.
I'm
Something.
not tripping.
Yeah, as long as we get something.